Hello everyone, and welcome back to another session of Dark Souls 2 PvP and another weapon showcase. This time I am using the Melu Scimitar, which you can get from Laddersmith Gilligan, and in fact you can actually get two of them in a single playthrough, but more on that later. The Melu Scimitar requires 12 strength and 9 dexterity in order to wield. It has a D scaling in strength and a C in dexterity. The physical base damage of the weapon is 250, and the attack rating for me is 392 with Ring of Blades and Flynn's Ring. The counter strength of the weapon is 100, poise damage is 15 per hit, and the weight is 4 units. Now, the way that you get two of these in a single playthrough, first off, you need to buy Gilligan's most expensive ladder, and then when you talk with him, he will give you one. After that, you just need to kill him, and he'll drop a second. So you can dual wield them, power stance them, do whatever you want with them. Your call. It's just something worth mentioning. So the biggest pro of this weapon, I would have to say, is how good it is when infused. Now, when you infuse this weapon, it actually becomes a very good weapon. It's very, very useful for builds that are focused in intelligence or faith, or are going to be a hexing build. It's a very good weapon for them because of the fact that it requires such low strength and dexterity, and how good it is when infused, as far as the damage and its scaling in whatever you infuse it with. When infused, it gains a D scaling in the infusion type, and it has a 175 physical base damage and 175 base damage in the infusion type. So that makes it very useful and very easy to use for the majority of builds. So that's always a very good thing, and I would say that's definitely the biggest pro of the weapon. Other pros of this weapon I would definitely say would be the moveset. It's got a standard curved sword moveset. It's nothing special, but it really doesn't need to be. It gets the job done, and it does what it's good at. I mean, it's good at chasing people down, it's good at hitting them when they're rolling, it's good at hitting people when they're backpedaling, and, you know, it's just something that is common among all curved swords, pretty much. So it's not terribly unique in terms of that. So, other pros, I guess you could consider the weight a pro, sorta, because it's not the heaviest scimitar, but it's really not. It's still on the heavier side, so if anything, that's more of a con. That pretty much sums it up for the pros, though. So the cons, getting started with those, I would have to say, if you're going to keep this weapon just regular, uninfused, the biggest con would be the poor scaling. It's really not great, like, at all. I mean, it's a DEC scaling. It gets most of the damage from the physical base, which is 250, which that's really good, to be honest. 250 base damage with such low requirements, that's kind of hard to go wrong with. But still, it is better when infused, so there's that. Other than that, I really don't have anything else to say about the weapon. I mean, it's straightforward. It's just best when infused, and that's not a bad thing. It adds some variety to it. So anyway, hope you guys enjoyed this video, found it helpful in one way or another, and I will see you all in the next one.